Sorry, I've got to get started. Welcome, everyone, to I believe this is the Switchback Racing League, but welcome to round two. I'm gonna do the commentary for you guys tonight. So thanks for letting me do this. Last week, I think it was the rain did it. And I'm going to do it this week, and we'll see if we can get together at some stage and do it. So we're in France. We're at the Paul Ricard circuit for round two. Today, got the 18-minute qualifying that we're going to get underway. A little bit about last week. So last week was round one for this particular league. So was a good result for most. So Honesy ended up with the with the fastest lap. Stuart Little ended up coming out on top, followed by Honesy, and then FOL Freund came third in the Williams as well. So there's a couple of good showings throughout there. So let's get to it, eh? I'll just get everything set up here. Alright, so let's go. So, yeah, a little bit about the Paul Ricard circuit. So, quite a renowned circuit for testing due to the number of different configurations it has, as well as the good weather and on the French Riviera. Never been, so I can't sort of say for myself, but yeah, so this particular configuration, the 5.82 kilometers, 15 turn circuit. So a couple of I guess distinctive features of the circuit: the Mistral straight up the back, and then you've got signs, the right hander through turn 10, which you pull about 5G in real life. So was a bit of a boring race in real life, but obviously we're not real life, so hopefully we get some excitement today. So where are we? So you'll have to excuse my I'm not familiar with every person in this league, but familiar with quite a few of them. So hopefully I can do a good commentary for you guys today. So where are we? And my apologies if I mispronounce any names. So who have we got here? Chieto 17. Oh, it's doing that bug again. So we might give that a bit of a miss. Who do we have on a fast lap at the moment? Tribal Road in the Ferrari. Red Bull getting out of the way there. Alright, so I think we're on to the best person. Yeah, alright, cool. So let's go with Tribal Road. Let's go for a lap with Tribal Road and we'll have a look. So, a few guys doing their absolute best to get out of the way there. That was Van Rocco and Stuart Little. Shout out to Van Rocco for his pre-race briefings video. Thought it was pretty good. Good to see like some faces of people. I actually checked out the awards show that was posted, so that was cool to like see actual real people instead of just a name on the screen. Alright, so Chieto posts a fastest lap of 1:28.9. So world record time online is a 1:24.9. So that's pretty decent considering that's his first run of a 1:24. Cool Beans goes a 1:28.9. And Tribal Road sets a 1:30. Okay, cool. What's Dace TG got? So Dace TG races in the Nemesis Racing League as well. So I'm a little bit familiar with him. What about Stuart Little in the McLaren? He's just starting his lap. It's Mike that I'm looking for. Alright. So Mike Edwards, by the looks of it, goes a 131.5. I'll have a look now for... I'll give this pronunciation, Lasse Haverhals. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but in the racing point, so just coming around through there, turn 11, 12 complex. Where did Lasse Haverhals finish last week? Lasse Haverhals. Oh, I don't know if he raced last week. Alright, there you go. Anyway, he sets a 129.6. Alright, so that's not too bad. What's my man Stuart Little got? Oh, he's got his signature yellow and green helmet on. I like it. And he goes a 129, so to sit third. So last week's race winner, getting off to a good start. What about Van Rocco? Where are you, Van Rocco? You started your lap. Yeah, so interesting circuit, France. Personally, I like it. Having driven it a few times. I'm more of a stickler. I'm an old guy, so I liked Magny-Cours. But apparently it was horrible to get out to. It was like one road in, one road out. So, but it's good to see France back on the Formula One calendar, though. All right, so who have we got here? We've got most people have set a lap. We're still waiting on about half the field, roughly, to still set a lap. We've got just over 11 minutes left in this short qualifying. So we do 18-minute qualifying in this league. Looks like Will Ann's in the Red Bull. His teammates in front of him, Cornet F1. Just trying to catch all the guys on the fast laps. We'll stick with Van Rocco. Drove a good race yesterday in the Nemesis Racing League, Van Rocco. Didn't qualify, finished 12th. Just hopped in at the start of the race and away you go, and he's going in the pits. All right, you give a guy a rap, that's what happens. All right, Freund is coming around. He is about to start his lap. Let's ride on board with him. I haven't really checked out Freund's helmet before, so not too bad from what I can see so far. I like the color. I like the color scheme. I like the sort of the gold, the black, the red. This guy's fast. The one race that I have seen him race, he won quite convincingly. So we'll see how he goes today. As he comes through turn 7. It's the DRS on the long Mistral straight. So you can have a configuration where it has just one long continuous straight, but it would be probably a safety risk with F1 cars. So they have the chicane there to mix it up. Comes through turn 10 flat. We see Oracle set the fastest lap and then instantly beaten by Cornet F1. What about Will Ann's? What's Will Ann's got? Will Ann's goes 4th with a 28.7. So good effort from Will Ann's there. I think Honesy is on his outlap at the moment. Yep, looks like it. So most guys either in the pits or on their outlaps. Let's go back to Freund. What does he go? He sets a 129.5, so that's good enough for P8 at the moment. So I'm not too sure if Dacey is actually setting a fast lap at the moment. It looks like he is. Oh no, he's invalidated his lap. Alright. Who else do we have out there? That's fine. What about Honesy? Honesy in the Renault. Oh, he's run a bit wide there. So he's pulled out of that lap. So he'll have to recirculate around and then go again. Mike Edwards has set a 1:31.5, so it doesn't look like he's on an out lap. Looks like this is a full lap for him at the moment. So we've got 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in this qualifying session. This is round 2 of the, I believe, the Switchback Racing League. Round 1 was last week in Australia, so Mike Edwards has improved his time only ever so slightly. So we'll see if he can make up a little bit more ground before he comes through the final turn 12, 13, 14, 15 complex. Tricky little part of the circuit here. Sort of got to drift the car wide to the right, and then hook it back around, and then like clip that curb. Yeah, nice work, Mike. And he sets a 131.3. That finish line took forever to get there. Lasse Haverhals. He's just starting his lap. Alright, my mistake. I was looking at the wrong one. Van Rocco. Yeah, so he's just coming around turn 11. So he's yet to set fast time at the moment. So he'll want to get a move on, which he's doing at the moment. So he's just coming around turn 13, 14. Alright, and he's pitting. Alright. Who else do we have out there? I think Stuart Little is having another run at it. So he's on the mediums this time. So it is a potential medium hard strategy at this track as well. So it's a 27 lap race, but it's pretty high tyre degradation. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the strategy will play out. Delta Lima, his lap is invalidated. Kachow, he's also on the mediums as well. Let's have a look at who is on mediums at the moment. So Stuart Little, Kachow, Giamma, and Honesy, Raina Zufall, and Tosta Kaba. I believe Tosta Kaba hasn't had a quali run as yet. Just trying to keep up with everyone. Red 44 Dog. He's currently sitting in P15 at the moment on a 1:29.9. He's gone almost half a second faster. So as we see the Huss get out of the way for him. Alright, what's he got for us? Red Dog. I believe he raced last week. He did. I think he finished about P17. And he improves his time and he goes P9. So, Red Dog sitting in P9. Oh, I like that helmet as well. Oh, he's got that that Galaxy. Yeah, I like it. Kind of matches the car. Yeah. Checking it. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. Alright, Red Dog. Helmet, tick. Alright, so who else have we got? We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. I'll stop looking at people's helmets and start commentating. Where's Will Ans? Where are you, Will Ans? You're sitting P4 at the moment. You're just traversing through turns. Oh, he runs pretty wide there, so maybe he's going to come in and pit. I think the corner cutting's just regular here, to my understanding. And Looks like Will is going to... set a time, half a second. So even when he ran wide there, through there, he still was able to go P2. So it's a Red Bull front row lockout. Let's see what his teammate Corne F1 has. He's currently in pole position with a 28.175. And he goes faster. He goes a 127.9. So it's Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. What's Dace TG got? So he's in P7 at the moment. We'll try and keep a track of Stuart Little. Just under 2.5 minutes left in qualifying. So only 2 guys have not set a time. That's Van Rocco and Toss the Cable. So potentially they have some sort of quali ban or something like that. So we'll just have to assume that. But the other 18 drivers are all out there and set a time. And speaking of setting a time, Delta Lima sets his at a 29.1. Okay. Giamma. Haven't seen much of Giamma in this qualifying session so far. Is Van Rocco going to set a time now? Or is he going to come into the pits again? He is going to set a time. All right. So, Van Rocco, first time of the day. Yeah, it's a good one. A 29.152. So, it's P7. So, all very, very similar. Very, very close time to Dace TG as well. All right. We've got a... Looks like it's a McLaren coming through of Stuart Little. He's half a second up on his previous best time as we... just over a minute left. He goes P5 with a 128.5. Cool Beans on an outlap. Lassa Havelals just trying to catch everyone at the moment. Tribal Road in the other Ferrari. He's currently P18. I don't mind that helmet. That's all right. I'm all about contrast with the car, you know. Contrast with the car and also a bit of originality, a bit of a signature. As we watch Tribal Road. I've watched Tribal Road race before. I think the last round of the previous season as he climbs all over the corner of turn 15. And he hits the line with a 129, but it's only good enough for P18 at the moment as the clock is about to hit 000. Delta Lima is starting his lap, so Cool Beans. No, not the racing point I'm after. Lassa Haverhals. Hope that's how I pronounce it. I need my man the Rain here to co-commentate. He can. He's much better at the difficult pronunciations. But Lassa Haverhals, he's in P15. He is on a 129.5. Not too sure what he said. What's Oracle got? He's P2. He goes P2. So with a 128 flat. I think Mike Edwards is about to cross the line. Doesn't improve his time. Is that Kachow? Yep. So Kachow's in P12. He's not going to improve his time with that line. Where are we? Honesy has finished. All right. So Delta Lima is... We're just waiting. So it's pretty much a front... well, it's the front row of Red Bull and AlphaTauri. So Corne F1 and Oracle 91. On P1, P2. Cool Beans in the Racing Point in P3. Will Ans in P4. Stuart Little in the McLaren in P5. Then it's Dace TG, Schieto. And then it's the DTLR boys, Delta Lima and Van Rocco in P8, P9. Red Dog in P10. Looks like Giamma's finished P11. Then you have Kachow, Mike Edwards. Toss the Caber. Oh, so Toss the Caber did come out and set a time. So maybe he was like Stuart Little and just finishing his dinner. Maybe he had like a battered sausage or a deep fried Mars bar or something for dinner, maybe? Does he have his... Yeah, he has his Michael Schumacher Ferrari years helmet. His signature helmet in the Haas. Then FOL Freund, Lasse Haverhals, Honesy. And then it was Big Boy and a couple others down the bottom. So that's qualifying done for round 2 of the Switchback Racing League in France. We'll finish off the grid. So it was Big Boy, then Tribal Road in the Ferrari, then Rainer Zufall in the Williams, making up the final position 20. So good to see a full grid as well. Very impressive. All right, so this should be an exciting race. The front 3-4 guys are pretty evenly matched there. So the 2 Red Bulls, the AlphaTauri, and the Racing Point. So does have a little bit. It is a track that lends itself to overtaking with the long straights and the big braking zones. So hopefully we get some excitement coming up. So we'll talk a little bit about strategy. So yeah, as I said, 27 lap race. Your soft tyres, yeah, it's pretty high wear circuit. So you're looking at sort of anywhere between 5 to 9 laps, depending on how you manage your tyres. Your medium tyres are going to last around about 15 laps, and then your hard tyres around about 19 laps. So we'll have to see how the strategy plays out. We'll see who qualified on what, and then also the guys at the back of the grid will have a look if anyone's going to go for a bit of an alternative strategy. As we wait for it to load. Alright, so we're starting 30 seconds away. Alright, so we're gridded up and we're ready to go. So we'll just run through the grid again. Schieto in P7. Looks like most guys at the front have started on the mediums. Oh, sorry, on the softs. So that'll be interesting to see that play out. So the first of the runners outside the top 10, Giamma is starting on the mediums. Kachau going with a very alternative strategy of the hard. Tice is starting on the hard. Mike Edwards starting on the mediums as well. Oh, who's that has turned around? Was that? Oh, that's Kachau. So not necessarily a good start on the hards. He's spun it on the... Oh, there's another one. What's going on here? Giamma. Giamma's turned it around on the parade lap as well. All right. So, is that a sign of things to come? I'm not too sure. So, Honesy, he's on the... starting on the hard. Big Boy's on the soft. Tribal Road. And then Rainer Zufall is started on the hards as well. So most of all the guys outside the top 10, only one starting on the softs. So that should mix things up a little bit. It'll be exciting to watch as as Cornet F1 leads them around on the parade lap. And we're about to get underway for round 2 of the Switchback Racing League. You're watching on the Nemesis Racing League Network. Thanks for joining us, whether you're watching us live. If you're watching us live, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. And if you're watching us on replay, well, I hope you're doing well and staying safe as well. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Alright, so it looks like everyone has gridded up. This is an excellent camera angle for the start. So this will be good. Alright. Here we go. 27 laps of the Paul Ricard circuit on the French Riviera. We'll see if weather plays a part as well. I don't have a weather report. It's done that thing. Alright, so we're underway. Season 2, looks like someone... Oh no, we've had a Ferrari spin at the back there. He's turned it around. There was a McLaren there as well. But looks like F1, Cornet F1's gotten away. Cool Beans has made a good start as well. Stuart Little's in there in the McLaren. Oracle's dropped back from P2. Oh, we've got trouble at the back though. We've got Ferrari. Looks like... Yeah, the Ferrari is out. Tribal Road is out. Oh, Will Ans has got mixed up in it as well. Oh, no. So Will Ans, he's dropped all the way to the back. And then there's also the Mercedes of Red Dog too. So we've got a virtual safety car. So we've had trouble from the get-go there. We've had Chietto drop out. And we're on a virtual safety car. So Will Ans, big drop from, he's dropped 13 positions. The biggest mover and shaker though, he's gone up though, is Rainer Zufall and Toss the Caber. So Toss the Caber has moved into P7, has moved up 7 positions into P7. So he's had a very good run so far. As we see, the safety car, virtual safety car is now stopped and we're back under racing. So it's Cornet F1 leading them away from Cool Beans and Stuart Little. Looks like Will Ans just quickly took Mike Edwards there, having a little battle there. Dace TG's giving chase to Oracle. Van Rocco has a penalty. I think that was for corner cutting. So I think that might be a 3-second penalty. He's the only person with a penalty so far. Looks like Red Dog is pitted, so he must have had damage, and we've already lost Chietto, and Tribal Road is lagging all the way at the back. So how's Kichow doing? He started on the hard tyres. He's made up 3 positions so far. So most people have made up positions. So good start from a few people. We'll see how it transgresses throughout the race. So what about FOL Freund? He's currently in P11. He's on the mediums as well. So he's giving chase to Giamma as they head up there, back straight through turn 10, through signs there. Like he's able to stay with him, gets a little bit loose there. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on all the battles that are happening. So this is a good little group here with and it looks like Toss the Cable was having a look through there, through turn 15. He's got a good run on Van Rocco here. So this is 3rd position. So Toss the Caber moves into P6. Yes, Van Rocco doesn't let him get it easily. Wasn't prepared to give that up. And looks like Van Rocco, is he going to have a look again? No, he doesn't. So it's the Husk, both the Husk cars and the Alfa Romeos. The AlphaTauri of Giamma, and then Kichow's in the back there as well. Freund might even end up sort of getting onto the back of this pack as well as they head up the back straight. I think that was Kachow having a look at Delta Lima there. Van Rocco ran a little bit wide through the chicane. Let's see if he can take him up the back straight here. Yeah, he can. Yep, nicely done there from Kachow. Nice move. He moves up into P8. So at the front, it's Corner F1 doing it pretty easy at the moment in the Red Bull. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Cool Beans in the Racing Point. And then you have Oracle 91 who's in P3 in the AlphaTauri. Stuart Little there in P4. Oh, who was that ran wide? That's Delta Lima. He's run wide and he's run into the pits. So I'm not too sure if that was actually scheduled or not. As we're on board with Freund and he's just taken Giamma for P9. So the Williams moves up past the AlphaTauri there. So next on his list is Kachow. As we see in front of us, Delta Lima, Kachow is chasing down Van Rocco there, who ran a little bit wide. So this is for P7, P8. Love Kachow's helmet. So nice. All right. Looks like we've got a bit of an issue with the timing screen here, but we should be okay. It's Kachow. Can he pull it up in time? Oh, they don't make contact. So good driving from both drivers there. No contact. And looks like Tosta Kaber has just put the move on Stuart Little. So coming out of the chicane there through turn 10, does Stuart Little have a problem? It doesn't necessarily look like it doesn't have any damage or anything. So Tosta Kaber on an absolute charge. Started P14 and is currently in P5 on lap 4. So he's absolutely carving them up like a hot knife through butter at the moment. So look out, he's got his he's doing his best Michael Schumacher impression. I think Schumacher did a 3-stoppy at France at Magny-Cours one year. Can't remember which one, but I don't think it's going to be a 3-stopper today, but maybe he's just channeling the great man. Alright, so Giamma's just trying to stay on the back of this train here. So it's out front, it's Corday F1 blitzing them with a 2.2 second lead. And a further 2.5 seconds behind. Well, that's Cool Beans in P2, then Oracle still in P3. Dace TG in the Renault, as we see Tosta Kaber and Stuart Little swapping positions again. So obviously Tosta Kaber, he's on the hard tyre, Stuart Little's on the soft tyre, so it's going to get a little bit better performance there. And who's this? Looks like it's Giamma trying to have a look at Van Rocco. So Van Rocco is currently in P10 at the moment. So this is where a lot of the battles are at the moment, in that mid-pack area. Rainer Zufor. Oh, Cornet F1. What's happened, Cornet F1? Oh no, so he's just pitting. Sorry, my mistake. So it's when you obviously pit in, because Cool Beans was pitting in. So we've got the first of the stops, so lap 6. From what I know of Cornet F1, he's a very good manager of tyres. He just did get a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. He's a very good manager of tyres. So we're lap 6 at the moment. We'll see how much longer he waits to come in. So Will Ans is pitted too. So that'd be standard stop for him because he started on the softs. So he had that incident on lap 1. Oh, that was Kachow, I think, getting a little bit loose. Now he's coming under fire from from Freund. And Freund in the Williams is able to take Kachow for position. Can Kachow fight back? He doesn't. Oh, he did have the DRS open. He's on the hard tyre. Freund's on the medium tyres. We see Tribal Road get a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. So Kachow's dropped down to P7, and we see Honesy is moving up. He's in P8 at the moment, so he started way down the bottom, which is very unusual from what I know of Honesy. So he's moved his way up into P8 in the Renault. He's on the hard tyre at the moment. It's a pretty wide line through there. But we'll see if he can get onto the back of this train, as Dace TG has pitted, which puts Oracle into the P2. And Stuart Little is at the head of this train. He's on lap 7. So your pit window is officially open for the softs. So he's been able to hold off fast charging Toster Caber, who is now coming under a little bit of pressure from FOL Freund, while Kachow is still hassling. He wants to get that position back from Freund at the moment. Looks like Big Boy in the Mercedes has just pitted as well. So can Freund... Oh, he comes up nice and close. Oh, he's all over Toster Caber at the moment. So Freund, Rainer Zufor, he's gotten past Lasse Haverhals. Where are we? Giamma. So Honesy's moved up into P7 now, so he took P8. So next on his list is Kachow. Let's get back to that battle with Toster Caber and Stuart Little. So this is for a podium position, as we see Stuart Little run a little bit wide there. So can the man from Scotland put Stuart Little under pressure? He should be all good. He was able to have dinner before the race. Didn't inform us what he was having for dinner, but he should be all full and ready to go. As who have we had pitted? Cornet F1. So the leader has pitted. Oh, and this is Freund. Freund is very aggressive here on Toster Caber. What a move. That was a great move by Freund. He saw an opportunity, opened the door, and he took it. So, and it looks like Toster Caber is going to lose a position to his teammate Kachow. Yes, he is. So, oh, and looks like Honesy's getting in on the action as well now. So Toster Caber's lost a couple of positions there. Kachow and Stuart Little went through, while Cornet F1's in the pits at the moment. So Oracle is leading us, but Oracle's yet to pit. So is the rest of the guys behind us. So we'll see where that shakes out once they finish their round of pit stops as well. So yeah, Toster Caber, he's lost a couple of positions there. Cornet F1, he's finished his pit stop. He's come out in P8 at the moment. So the other guys, where are they? Yeah, so he's going to be able to hunt them down pretty quickly. And he... Oh no! Honesy's gone around! Honesy got a touch, I reckon. I reckon he got turned... it looked like there was contact. Couldn't quite see for sure. It looks like there was a little bit of contact there. I don't know if it was Cornet F1. Oh, maybe it was Giamma. Sorry, it wasn't Cornet F1. Maybe it was Giamma. So, yeah, I'm not too sure. So, all the guys at the front. What definitely wasn't Cornet F1 because he's just come up on him. So, it might have been Giamma who gave Honesy a little touch around. As we see Rainer Zufor, he receives a 3-second penalty as well. Alright, where are we at the front here? So, Kachow. So this is, he's in P3. He's on the hard tyre. Freund's on the medium, so he won't be stopping for a little while yet. Neither will Kachow. So neither of these guys will be stopping anytime soon. But Cornet F1 is on a bit of a charge at the moment, so he takes his fellow Dutchman quite easily there. So he's gone on to the mediums. So he's moved up into P6. Giamma, he is still through there. Yep. Alright, so we've got a bit of excitement there. The race is starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm now. Let's just see if we can keep up with the battle. So as we see Oracle, he's pitted. What's he going to go to? He's going to go to the hards by the looks of it. Surely he's stopping this early. Yep. He made those softs last though. He made them last, so he's dropping down. He's going to come out about P11, I believe. Yep, looks like it. Yep, just in front of the McLarens, as we see Stuart Little in front of his teammates, so he would have pitted as well. And it looks like Kachow is giving chase to Freund. So Toss the Cape is still hanging in there. So it's a Williams Haas. So Williams 1 and then the Haas in P2, P3. Oh. So as we are on board with Kachow, just closing the gap. And then looks like Toss is sort of closing in on them as well. Giamma's in this group too. So he's just lurking there, just a second off the back there. So this is pretty much these are the closest battles. So it looks like Giamma is finally pitting. So that means that Freund inherits the lead. And Kachow and Toss the Caber move up there as well. So Cornet, F1 Cornet. Cornet F1 though is giving chase to this group. He has pitted. He was in the lead. Alright, we're just watching Cornet. We're watching Kachow do his thing at the moment. Freund though hasn't really put a foot wrong. Raced a good race. Had the aggressive move on Toss the Caber earlier. As Kachow opens up the DRS. And he is going to pass Freund. So he is going to take the lead. So the strategy to start on the hard tyres for Kachow looked like it could be a bit sketchy when he spun on the parade lap. But he is working it to perfection at the moment because he's in the lead. That's where he wants to be. But Freund is fighting back. Freund says, no, I want to take the lead again. But Kachow's able to hold him off. So, yep, so Kachow's able to keep the lead. And now, I think Freund might come under a little bit of pressure from Toss the Caber in the other Haas. So we could have a Haas 1-2. All the while though, Cornet F1 is giving chase. And he's taking out chunks of time from these guys. So should see him probably cruise up on the back of this trio in the next couple of laps, I would think, judging by the gaps that he's taking out at the moment. So let's see if everyone who's pitted. So we're just waiting on the front three. Honesy hasn't pitted yet. Neither is Rainer Zufor or Lasse Haberhals. They are all on the hard and medium tyres. So, yeah, I won't expect them to pit for a little while longer. In the meantime, Freund is starting to drop off a little bit from Kachow, who's in the lead. But Toss the Caber is making up ground. It's a really exciting part of the circuit here as you go through signs at turn 10 and then into that sweeping right-hander of turn 11. And it's just that tricky, it's this little tricky, is Freund pitting? Freund is pitting, okay. Wasn't too sure if he'd made a mistake there or not. So that means Toss the Caber has inherited second position. And we saw just as the camera cut away, it was Cornet F1 who was lurking up the back there. So he is cottoned onto these guys pretty quick. He does have the pace. He's on the medium. He's stopped already. He's not going to need to stop again. These tyres will take him to the end. So he's showing his true pace at the moment. Let's have a look. Is there any other battles in the back there? So Freund under pressure from Giamma. Where was that? That was through turn 1 to turn 2. So he's lost position there to Giamma in the AlphaTauri. So after Freund pitted, we'll see if he can catch the DRS. Oh, he doesn't need DRS. He will get DRS anyway. To add insult to injury there. You try and pull away from Giamma. So he had Stuart Little in the McLaren in front of him. Looks like Cool Beans and Honesy, these two haven't pitted yet, I believe. Cool Beans has pitted. Okay, so he's chasing down Honesy. Rainer Zufall, he has definitely pitted. But it's still out the front. It's the two Haas boys. Kachow and Toss the Caber leading us away, while Cornet F1 is giving chase. So he's just over a second behind Toss the Caber. So you'd think that it's imminent that he will pass Toss for P2. But Cool Beans is definitely closing in on Honesy. Those tyres starting to feel a little bit old. Cool Beans is on fresh rubber. So, and you can really sort of see that in the behaviours of the car. We'll get back to this battle in a second. But it looks like Cornet F1 is about to take back P2. Oh, Toss the Caber pushed him a little bit. Squeezed him. Let him know that he was there. And Cornet F1 takes back P2. So drops Toss the Caber to P3. So I'd assume that... and Cool Beans has taken Honesy for P4. So he'll give chase. He's 4.2 seconds. Oh, I like the helmet too, Cool Beans. I haven't seen your helmet. Yeah, I like it. So Cool Beans will give chase now to Toss the Caber, who hasn't pitted, but Cool Beans has. So he's in terms of a proper result, he's on track for a podium at this stage. Where else do we have? So Stuart Little, he's in P9 at the moment. Freund is giving chase to him in the Williams. And we'll just keep an eye on the gap between Cool Beans and Toss the Caber, as well as Cornet F1 and Kachow. So at the moment, it's Kachow's leading. He's a 2.8 second gap between him and Cornet F1. So Kachow might prove to be a little bit more difficult to pass for Cornet F1. Present a bit more of a challenge to him. He was able to toss the Caber. Cool Beans isn't really taking out massive chunks of time from Toss the Caber at the moment though. So he will be able to keep P3 for a little while longer. Looks like Honesy, he is just over half a second behind. Lasse Haberhals, he receives a 3-second time penalty. That looks like it's for corner cutting. And we see Freund puts the move on Stuart Little up the back straight. And he moves back up into P9. Stuart Little in the final points paying position. So Honesy, he's having an interesting battle here with Cool Beans. He's on the older tyres. Cool Beans isn't exactly running away from him, and Toss the Caber's finally pitted. So lap 15 of 27, so we're over the halfway mark, and Honesy's going to pit as well. So that changes things. That leaves Kachow in the lead, a 3.1 second gap over Cornet F1 in the Red Bull. And then it's Cool Beans has moved up into the final podium position of P3. So Kachow hasn't pitted yet. I would assume he will be pitting relatively soon though. So lap 16, I don't think he could go onto the softs. He might try. Could he make them? Well, if he stays out longer, he's going to ruin his race a little bit. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm no strategist. I can't really talk too much, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's get back to the action. So, looks like Stuart Little had a little bit of a moment there. So he's wanting to try. He's got up to P8 after Toss the Caves dropped down to P10 after his pit stop. So the only two people that haven't stopped is Rainer Zufor and Kachow in P1 and P4 respectively. Alright, Toss the Caber, he's making a move on Giamma. He's gone on to the mediums. We'll just keep an eye on Kachow, our race leader. He's coming under duress from Cornet F1 at the moment, but he's gone around again. So he's not pitting yet. As Toss is trying to get around Giamma. Giamma's fighting back. This is for P9, P10. Toss has the fresher tyres though. Gives Giamma a little how's your father. And Stuart Little, Cool Beans. Cool Beans has pitted again. So maybe he's had contact with someone. So he was on track for a podium. He had pitted. Alright. Toss the Caber though. He's moved up into P7. Started P14 I believe. Yeah, so that's weird from Cool Beans. He was looking good for a podium. But one man's loss is another man's gain. Because that means that Oracle 91 in the AlphaTauri, he has moved up into P3, but that P3 is not certain at the moment with 10 laps left because Dace TG is giving him, is hunting him down in the Renault at the moment. So he'll want that podium, Dace. Kachow still out in front, yet to pit. He's got a 2.8 second gap, so he's been able to hold Cornet F1 at bay relatively well, considering the age of those tyres. He's held it at a sort of about a 2.83 second gap there. Giamma is giving chase to Toss the Caber. Alright, just trying to find the closest battles on the circuit at the moment. Looks like Will Ernst, he had great qualifying, but yeah, had that incident at the beginning of the race there. So he's down in P14 where we find him. He's so Honesy's warming up. He sets a 1:31.5 for the fastest lap of the race so far. But let's see, Will can't quite get past Lasse Haverhals. But yeah, Kachow's doing a great job. He's holding it at a 3 second gap at the moment from Cornet F1, but obviously it's only, Lasse Haverhals gets it all crossed up there. Does that open up the door for Will Ernst? Good defending by Lasse Haverhals there though. Not really a passing opportunity into there. But you would expect the way that those tyres are behaving for Lasse Haverhals that Will get past him up the back straight here. We'll get back to this battle in a second because Giamma and Stuart Little and Toss the Caber are back at it again. These three have been all pretty close with each other all race. Stuart Little, he's just over half, he's almost a second behind Toss the Caber now. But Kachow, he's increasing the gap to Cornet F1. So Kachow's pace is real. We're on lap 19 of 27 though. So he will have to pit relatively soon. He's on the hard tyres. As we see, Van Rocco has gone into the pits. Dace gets a 3-second time penalty, so that's going to make his challenge for a podium that little bit harder. As we're on board with Giamma, he's giving chase to Stuart Little. We've tossed the caber. Yeah, Freund's had a good race, hasn't he? As I ask no one in the room, just a rhetorical question to myself. And I will answer that question. Yes, he is having a good race. I can't remember where he qualified. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he does have good pace. So I did see him, he raced in the Nemesis Racing League as a reserve driver. Absolutely blitzed them. I think he pole, fastest lap, and the win too. So yeah, so he's in P5 at the moment. He is about 5 seconds behind Oracle. So yeah, he could. Oh, and Kachow's finally pitted. All right, so Kachow finally relented. Corne F1's inherited the lead. Where's he going to come out? So I think Oracle's going to pass him. Dace is pitted as well, so that's good for Kachow. Who is that in? Is it the Williams? So Freund. So he's going to come out in front of Freund. Okay, so Kachow is come out in P3 and he's gone the softs. He had pace on those hard tyres as well. So Lasse Haverhals, he's gone a 10-second penalty. But I don't think that's really going to make a difference to the race results anyway. So Kachow, he had pace on those hard tyres. Bold strategy to go from hard to soft. Oh, who was that? That was the AlphaTauri, I think. That was Oracle. Giamma. No, who was it? It was Oracle. As we see Cool Beans, Honesy and Giamma in a three-way battle up the back straight. But Oracle's dropped out, so let's put Kachow in P2. That's a gift. Absolute gift for Kachow. And that's Toss the Caber in P3 as well. So it's podium for Toss and Kachow in the Haas P2, P3. Corne F1 gets a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits. So that's his first one. He's in the pits. So has he had an issue? Oh wow, this is perfect for Kachow. Yeah, he's going to serve his 5-second penalty. Where is Kachow? He's about to come around turn 15 at the moment. So could this mean this is going to be a battle for the top 3 positions? Where's Kachow? Is he going to come out in P1? He is. What about Toss the Caber? He's going to come out. And so is Freund as well. So I don't know what's happened to Corne F1. I only know one swear word in Dutch. That's Godverdomme. And I reckon he might have mentioned that a few times because he's down in P8 at the moment. So he's gone from P1 to P8. I don't know what's happened. But Kachow is in the lead. And it's Toss the Caber. And it's Freund in P3. Stuart Little's in P4 as well. So Freund is going to put the pressure on Toss the Caber. We've got 6 laps left to go in this race. But it's been a disaster for the Red Bull boys today. But the Haas team have absolutely just they've done really well today. Toss and Kachow have driven great races. It's not over yet though because Freund is fast. He's going to hunt down Toss the Caber. Wow, this is it's all happening. Kachow on the fresh rubber. He's only 1 lap old. Freund's on older tyres. They're 8 laps old. Stuart Little 12. All right. Can Corne F1 go on a charge? He's in P8 at the moment on fresh soft tyres. So I have no idea what happened to him there. Giamma, he's taking Honesy. And Corne F1's not far behind him. Wow, all right. So this race is kicked off. We've got 6 laps left of the French Grand Prix. This is Kachow sets the fastest lap as well. So Kachow absolutely just having a great race. Wow, okay, so it's Kachow, Toss the Caber and Freund. Freund though is all over the gearbox of Toss the Caber and the Haas. Stuart Little about 3 seconds off these guys. As we just want to see if Cool Beans can get past. So Cool Beans had to pit before. He was on track for a podium. And he's going to get the DRS. And will he be able to get past Stuart Little? Oh, he won't be able to do it. No, he won't. Cornet F1, he's moved up into P6. Remember, he's got the time penalty though. I think it's a 5 second. Oh no, he served it. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's got the 3 second time penalty for corner cutting. As Cool Beans. Nice move. Cornet F1's all over these two as well at the back there. Oh, Stuart Little's not going to give it up easily though. But he, in the midst of fighting, Cornet F1 has taken Stuart Little as well. Oh, Cornet F1 with the big move into turn 15. So a little bit of contact there, as you could hear. He's moved up into P4. He's 4 seconds behind Freund, and we're on lap 23 of 27. So does he have enough time to hunt down a podium position as Stuart Little is dropping back further as well? Where's Freund? Freund wants that P2. Toss the Caber's doing an absolutely brilliant job of keeping Freund behind him though at the moment. Kachow's just skipped away. He's got a 6 second lead from Toss that we can see in front of us. So he is looking very good for a win at the moment. Still 4 laps to go. Will Ends gets the 3 second time penalty. And so Freund trying to utilise the DRS. Honesy, he's moved up into P5. So Cool Beans has dropped back a position there. Looks like Giamma is all over the back of Stuart Little, but we'll get back to these two because this is for the podium. Wow, what a race. So can Toss hold off Freund for the next 4 laps? All the while Cornet F1's going to give chase. And don't count out Honesy yet either in the Renault. So he has good pace. He's pitted. He's ready to go. Anything could happen as we've seen. All right, so it's a six second lead for Kachow in P1. How's Cool Beans going? He's going to try and get past Honesy. But Freund just can't quite get past the Scotsman at the moment. Toss the Caber having the race of his life. I only know Toss the Caber from Nemesis Racing League. So I've seen him through there. He's had a little bit of bad luck this year. Is a solid racer. Organises the Nemesis Racing League Discord very well. Did an excellent race briefing as well. Well, I thought so anyway. But we won't talk about Nemesis Racing League because we're in the Switchback Racing League at the moment. So Freund still just can't. He gets the DRS, but he just can't quite get past. Stuart Little has managed to regain a position, so he overtakes Giamma. He moves up into P7. How's Cornet F1 doing? He's giving chase to Freund. Cool Beans is just half a second behind Honesy. Alright, we'll have to keep an eye on that one as the Alfa Romeos, they swap positions. So Van Rocco moves from 13 to 12, takes Delta Lima. We've got 3 laps to go, 24 of 27. But this is, I think this is going to be the battle that we're going to keep an eye on because this is for P3. And now we can see Cornet F1 lurking in the background there. Looks like it's getting a little bit darker. Even if it did start to rain now, I don't know if it'd have much of an effect. And Kachow is just stretching his legs now. He's got a 7.4 second gap. So that gap continues to grow with 2 laps left. Now the question is, can Cornet F1 catch up to these guys? Can he get a podium position? Which podium position is he going to get? P2 or P3? Cool Beans is still only half a second behind Honesy. Giamma is half a second behind Stuart Little. Wow, so the podiums are not sorted yet. We've got 2 laps to see how this is going to shake out. Oh, Freund, he's done it. He's finally done it. He's finally gotten past Toss. So he's done that through turn 10. Through turn 11 as well. He's able to keep it straight, keep it on the road. And he's now in P2. So Freund took him a few laps to get past Toss. Oh, Toss is having to go. Oh no, they've both touched. Oh, Toss has spun. Toss has spun. Oh, he was on track for a podium, but he's spun. He's dropping down, down, down. So Toss, oh, he had a podium. He had a podium, but he's thrown it away. They were just coming through turn 15 there, and he's just touched him. He spun around. Freund was able to keep his feet and stay around there. Cool Beans, he's in P4 at the moment. Honesy's all over him in the Alpha. Toss the Caber is just taking Honesy. He'll be furious. I don't know what swearing in Scottish is, but he'll be furious with himself. Oh, who was that? That was Tribal Road. Doesn't make a difference to what we're looking at. Okay, so Cool Beans is in P4. What happened to Honesy? Did Honesy have... Oh, Honesy's left the session. So did he have some damage? Did he have contact? I'm not too sure. Alright, so... Oh, Toss. He had that battle in Brazil in the Nemesis Racing League where he crashed out. Anyway, Cool Beans, Corner F1 is all over Freund. That's a ballsy move through signs there. But he's a ballsy kind of driver. He's got the M&M between his teeth at the moment. He's ready to go. So we're about to begin the final lap. Can Freund keep Corner F1 behind him? This is going to be a battle for P2 because P1 is all but sewn up at the moment with Kachow in the Haas. He's got a 9-second lead over these two. Yep, so the only positions left to fight for at the podium is P2, P3. And I reckon Corner F1, he wants that P2. But Freund, he's fought so hard to get here. It took a while to get past Toss. I doubt very much that he'll want to just let Corner F1 slip through. Dace receives a 3-second time penalty as well. Alright, so Corner F1, he's definitely going to have he's got DRS. I reckon he'll have a go here. He's definitely going to have a go. Oh, he does have a go. Can't pull it up in time. So Giama's moved up into P... Oh, he's moved down. Anyway, Toss the Cabers in P5. At the moment, Giama receives a 3-second time penalty. Corner F1. This is where he had to go before. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's only got a handful of turns left to have a go at it. Oh, is he? No. But Kachow has won Corner F1. Sorry, Kachow, I missed your moment of glory there. But this is for P2. So on the last turn, Corner F1 is taking P2. But he won't retain that because he's got the time penalty. So Freund has taken P2. Cool Beans has taken P3. Toss the Cavers move up into P4. And Corner F1 dropped down to P5. So that was an exciting race. Wow. So sorry, Kachow, that I missed you crossing the line. But a well-deserved win to Kachow. He started on the hard tyre. He stretched them out as far as he could go. He had the right strategy in the end. And he's come out with the victory on top. So congratulations to Kachow in the Haas. FOL Freund, he had a great race as well. Cool Beans was up and down, but he's managed to snag a podium. So well done to him in the racing point. And Toss the Caber. Oh, he could have had a podium today, but he's finished fourth, so not too bad. Corner F1, he had a bit of a wild ride towards the end there. He took P2 on the track, but with the time penalty, he's dropped down to P5. Stuart Little, after finishing his dinner, he's finished P6, and I think it was Giamma in P7. So we'll do a quick little wrap up. But yeah, what an exciting race for round 2 of the Switchback Racing League. Freund gets the Driver of the Day award from Cody's. But yeah, exciting race. Let's do a quick little wrap up as we see a well-deserved podium from Kachow. Nice little celebration. All right. Nice little moment there. All right, so let's do the quick recap. So Kachow, Freund, Cool Beans, Honesy, yeah, he dropped out, didn't he? Yep. All right. So a few penalties in there. Not too bad. Incidents, some collisions. Shieto dropped out early on. Pit stops as well. All right, cool. So that has been race 2 of the Switchback Racing League. Great race. Thanks for letting me commentate. Really appreciate it. See you when I see you. Have a great rest of the day, night, morning, whatever you're doing. My name's Nick. I will see you next time.